Hey, what's up everyone? Mike here, and today I'm doing the Q&A. I know it's been a while since I made a video, so I want to talk about that a little bit before we get started. I'll probably ramble for a few minutes, so if you want to skip forward, I understand. Sorry my voice is gone. I was at a rock concert yesterday, as I posted on Facebook about, and I'm still recovering from that. We went to see Everclear, Fuel, Toadies, and American Hi-Fi, which was part of the Summerland tour, and I must say the concert was absolutely fantastic. I thought Everclear and the Toadies just played exceptionally well. They absolutely killed it. And actually, I was a little bit disappointed in Fuel, which surprised me. I don't know. I just didn't think they sounded very good, and it was kind of all jumbled together when they played. But Everclear at the end, they closed the concert out, and it was fantastic. It really was an amazing show. Now, on top of that, for the last 2 weeks, I've been dealing with a bunch of stuff. That's why I took a break from making videos. I still try to be, active on Facebook and communicating to people, answer questions, all that stuff. So, my mom had surgery a couple weeks ago, and I had some stuff I had to deal with that, help take care of her, all that. And then I started the new weekend job, but I was required to do quite a few hours of training. So, just 2 weeks ago, that week, I worked over 50 hours. And, it put me way behind on my reselling work, which then put me way behind on videos. So that's the reason I just decided to take a break, focus on what I need to get done. And now I'm officially all caught back up. I'm only working on the weekends. And so it gives me an opportunity to get back to videos like we were doing. And I'll still be doing the behind the scenes weekly videos and all that stuff. I appreciate everyone being patient and all the support while I was gone as usual. Tons of comments, tons of nice things, tons of messages. It means a lot to me. It really does. And I do appreciate it. The amount of attention my FBA video has been getting lately, thank you all for sharing it. Seriously, I mean, in the last month, it's been shared over 100 times, and not by me at all. So I appreciate that so much. That means you guys are sharing it with other sellers. You're giving my helpful information and spreading it. And not only does that help me in the community, but that helps other people that need to learn and get into this stuff. So thank you so much for doing that. Now, on top of that, tomorrow is Amazon Prime Day. This is supposed to be a giant sale, bigger than Black Friday. I mean, we've heard this before, so we'll see how it actually goes. But I did want to talk about this for a second. First of all, if you guys ever want to directly support me, there's always my Amazon affiliate link down below. And if you use that, there's no extra cost to you, no extra hassle. All you do is click on it, buy like you're buying from Amazon normally, and then I get a percentage of the sales. Now that really helps me, guys. It really does, and I appreciate it so much. I mentioned it in the P&L report, and there's been a great amount of people using it, messaging it, me about it, and saying, we want to help you. Where's the link? This and that. It's always down in the description. I'll post it on Facebook as well. But it would mean so much to me if you're going to Amazon tomorrow, you're going to buy a bunch of stuff, just click on the link. It really adds nothing else to your shopping experience. You don't have to fill out a survey or nothing. It just because you clicked on the link through me, it allows me to get a percentage of that sale, and that helps me out tremendously. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate everyone that does it and started doing it. I just got a message on Twitter, someone asking me for the link because they wanted to help me out. Really, it means a ton to me. So thank you so much. And if you don't want to use my link, that is fine. If there's other YouTubers you like more, other reselling helpers you like more, use their link, guys, but use someone's link. I mean, you should always be giving back to these guys. They spend a lot of time on this. Mike, Global Voodoo, Andrew, I don't know if Pete has a link. If you like those guys better, use their link. That's fine with me. Just make sure you're using someone's link, especially if you're going to buy a lot of stuff on there. It really helps everyone out. And I know all those guys appreciate it so much as well. So thank you to everyone that does that. I truly appreciate it. If you want to know more information about it, it'll be down below. You can message me on Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. I'll help you out. Now I want to get into questions. I'm quite a bit behind on questions. It's been 4 weeks since the last Q&A and 2 weeks since I made a video. So I have a list of questions I'm going to go over. If you guys have questions for me, leave them down below. I'll get to them. Videos will be out more consistent now, so it won't take so long to get back to you. And this will be uploaded on Facebook and YouTube. So if you prefer to watch it on Facebook, you can. You prefer to watch it on YouTube, you can. Either is fine with me. I appreciate all the support, all the views. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. Chris B asks, when you list an item on FBA and it does not have any prime sellers, how much more do you mark it up compared to merchant fulfilled? Chris, I guess there's no set algorithm, but it's definitely a significant markup if there's no competing prime offers whatsoever. I mean, you can probably double merchant fulfilled prices, maybe even more sometimes. People will pay for that 2-day shipping. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not. I've sold a game that was selling for $10 for $40 because it was FBA. I mean, with all seriousness, mark it up significantly and slowly bring the price down if it's not selling. Do not start out low and undersell yourself. Jose Castillo asks, thinking about one day starting a business. I'm only 15 years old. I was wondering what the pros and cons are to a business. Thank you. Jose, I always admire young people wanting to get into business, but at the same time, a question like this is referring to the fact that you have no business knowledge, and like that's pretty straightforward. You're 15, so maybe you shouldn't, but like when I was 15, I was already studying business. I learned everything I could about it. I watched videos, I read books, like it was my life. So I think it depends on your situation and everything, but the pros and cons are always pretty clear cut. The pros are if you make it and you manage to, start your own business, you have the opportunity of financial freedom. You have the opportunity of helping employ others, helping support others, helping empower, employees in a community behind your business idea. The cons are always the same as well. It takes all of your time. It takes a ton of effort. And there's a high risk of failure on top of all that. But for me, I always say, if you're a hard worker, the risk is always worth taking, because even if you fail, you learn something from it, you move forward, you can move on to the next venture and really be successful. As a young person, tons of people are going to be supportive of you. When I was a kid and I talked about business, all of the grown-ups around me supported me, helped me with anything they could, they answer my questions because they understand not everyone wants to live the life of working a day job. Not everyone wants to be stuck in that, 9 to 5, 5-6 day a week work week, and they admire that you're pushing for something different. So if you really want to be a successful business person, go study it, figure out what you want to do, get in the business about something you're passionate about. I sell video games for a reason, guys, and work harder than everyone else. That's the number one rule in business. I tell everyone that. You want to win, work harder than your competitors, period. You want to win on YouTube, make more videos than the other people competing against you. You want to, teach people that make enough content and share all the information that you have to share with them. It's like if you put in the effort more than everyone else, you will win at the end of the day because you're better than them. Leo asked, have you ever been caught up in legal battles with a seller? Leo, I have not. I'm not sure why I would ever get in a legal battle with a seller. I guess if someone tried to scam me. I've been scammed plenty of times online. I've won most of my cases. I've had to fax, documents into PayPal and talk to eBay for hours and all that stuff before, but I've never been taken to court. Then again, I'm only 23, so I have a lot of years for someone to sue me. The clothing guy asked, I was going to ask in the other Q&A, but my buddy has a Nintendo NES 001. A lot of folks have talked about this, and I've seen on Pawn Stars that they could be worth quite a bit of money. I was trying to figure out if this is a joke or if this is actually true. Now, I kind of shortened that clothing guy because you typed it out quite long. But, I've actually gotten this question a lot, and I've seen the Pawn Stars episode from that show. First of all, if you watch Pawn Stars, it was blown out of the water like the second season. The show is completely faked. When Dave Hester actually sued the producers when he was fired. And, they did stuff like give Brandy breast implants and all this stuff. It was all released in their legal documents. So, the show is all for show. That's what it is. Most TV shows are. Most reality TV is indeed fake, unfortunately. And, for the most part, this is bullshit. I don't know of any 001 console worth thousands upon thousands of dollars. You're not going to get rich off of it. That serial number means almost nothing. I think it means it's like the first run of being manufactured, but that doesn't really affect the value. The only time you would ever be in a situation where an NES console would be significantly worth more than others is if it was modded in a very nice way, like painted and customized to be awesome, or if you had some type of prototype machine. And I don't even know what a prototype NES looks like, but if there's one out there, if there's some that exist still, they're worth big money. All prototype systems are worth a ton of money. So those are the only situations I could think of that a specific NES console would be worth a significant amount more than just a regular NES. Plague asks, what can you tell us about why it's good to not be in commingled inventory? Well, what I can tell you is it's not that it's good or bad, guys. It's very simple. It's risk versus efficiency. And I'm all about efficiency, but I still take the time to stay out of commingled. Here's why. The way Commingled works is, say I have 10 brand new Hitman games, right? I'm going to use this example because I do have those. I have 10 brand new Hitman games, and some other guy who's selling an FBA has 10 brand new Hitman games. We both send them in, they get put on a shelf together or wherever in the building. Now when I sell one, they can pull from his games or my games. When he sells one, they can pull from my games or his games. It doesn't matter because they're the same game. Well, the issue with that lies in the fact that you don't know who the seller is. He could have sent in brand new games with holes in the plastic. The cases can be cracked. There can be damage to them in some sort of way. Even though Amazon is supposed to inspect these items when they get in, they miss things too. So what happens if a buyer buys from you this brand new Hitman game and they pull one of his and there's a hole in the plastic? Now the buyer gets it, complains, says it was damaged. Now you're required to issue them a refund. So in there lies some risk on your part if you're going to do Commingled. Now, it can work out just fine, and it has for plenty of people, so I'm not going to talk bad about it. But the efficiency part of it is you just send the items in if they're new. You don't got to put barcodes on them. You don't have to mess with them. You don't have to package them. Literally, you put the Hitman games in a box, you ship them in, it's done. For me, I would rather just print up the labels, slap them on there real fast, and call it a day, and eliminate that risk factor because I know I'm sending in a good product. So basically, Commingled is mixing all new products that are alike together and just pulling randomly from them rather than just grabbing from the ones you sent in. Now, obviously, you can imagine how that has caused issues for people, and you cannot always trust the people who are sending stuff in because they might send in damaged stuff on purpose because they know it can slide by and they know they're in Commingled inventory, so they might pull yours out and then they don't have to deal with it. So Tex said Amazon is better than eBay because eBay is full of a bunch of fake crap from China. Now, the reason I address this statement, I guess, Tech, is because I think you have a false view of how the internet works. In case you didn't know, all this private label hype, all that is fake Chinese crap that people are selling on Amazon 99% of the time. Are there private label products that are really high quality and nice? Sure there are. Are most of them? No. They're cheap crap that comes from China that people are selling private label on Amazon to make a quick buck. So, both markets are flooded with Chinese stuff. And most Chinese stuff is not very good because China is a giant manufacturing company that is just shipping crap out consistently because people will pay for it. So, the quality of merchandise has gone down significantly over the last 20 years probably, and the internet market in general is filled with Chinese stuff. And now it's not all crap. There's some great stuff that's made in China, but I can tell you a vast majority of the stuff that resellers are selling are just quick one-off crappy items from China that they're making a quick buck on, and it has nothing to do with eBay or Amazon, that's for sure. George asked, 6 months later, do you still like the scale? I was looking at that one also, thanks. So he's asking about my scale I use. I'm going to grab it real fast. So here's the scale I use. It's an Accutech. It has this stretch cord so you can put large boxes on it and see the weight still, which is very useful. I must say I absolutely love this scale. I got it for like 20 bucks. It's been phenomenal. The best part about it is I don't even plug it in. I have the same battery since I bought it, however many months ago, 6 months ago or whatever he said, and it works phenomenally well. No issues whatsoever. The weight is very accurate. It can measure huge boxes I send to FBA or small little packages, and it's just a great scale overall, and it's nice and cheap. So starting with this video, because it was requested by a few people, and I got an email from someone very nice explaining why I should do this, I'm going to put this down in the bottom of every video from now on. Underneath my affiliate link will be a list of all products that I use and recommend to you with direct links to where you can buy them at a good price and still support the channel. And the reason I'm doing this is because I get tons of questions about the equipment I use, and I've tested hundreds upon hundreds of products, including tape guns, scales, computers, tablets, everything else you can think of. So I'm going to continue to add to that list as I buy new things and try them, and it's only going to be products I personally stand behind, I personally use, and I personally think all of you should spend your money and time using. So I will never put anything down there that is crap. I'll never put anything down there that I don't support at all. But as always, guys, I appreciate all the support. Like I said, I really do. If you like my videos, please subscribe. There's plenty more to come. And, comment down below. I love interacting with everyone. I respond to every single comment I can. I answer every message. So if you have any issues whatsoever, you can feel free to contact me. I'll help you out. And I'll see you guys very soon. I hope you all have a great, great week.